Hey, what is up you guys, Luke Wayne here. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day, I really do, and as always remember, high hopes and low expectations. As always, subscribe to help me reach my subscriber goal of 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That'd be a big help to me, and like the video as it does help me out in the YouTube algorithm. So without further ado, let's get down to business. So today's topic is just the marketing for Gothamites, and I make no mistake, I want it to let it be known, I support Gothamites. I'm not a blind fanboy. Okay, well, I'll admit I am a little bit of a fanboy sometimes. I have criticism about the game though. I have concerns, but on my channel I typically don't like to show them because I want to be positive. But in today's video, I really do just want to go over the marketing for this game. I felt like it was an interesting topic, and hopefully my hope and my goal with this video is to help some of you realize that the game itself is not going to be bad, because I feel, or at least I feel like there's a group of people out there that are not necessarily hating on the game, but kind of putting it at a disadvantage. They're not really giving it a chance right off the bat, just simply because of the marketing. And hopefully this video will make them realize that, hey, this game might actually be good, and I actually have nothing against the game. I'm just hating on it because the marketing is marked bad, because I don't believe a lot of people are actually seeing how bad the marketing objectively is. It's terrible marketing, and I don't mean to insult anyone on the marketing team. I'm sure there's other factors involved. I don't know how any of this stuff works. I think it could have been WB themselves telling WB Games Montreal not to reveal their game until the last second, but regardless, I just wanted to talk about how bad they are. It is laughable. And what I mean is, WB Games Montreal's last game was Batman Arkham Origins in 2013. Their last thing they ever worked on was like the Arkham Knight DLC in 2015, which took them like 2 months to make, if even, like, and they just copied all the Arkham Knight code. And with Arkham Origins, they just copied all of Arkham City code. And honestly, the same developers that worked on Batman Arkham Origins aren't even with WB Games Montreal anymore. They've kind of cleaned the house. You know, there's a lot of new developers on this team. It's basically their first game. And there has been so much speculation. I'm not even going to pretend to go over it. We already know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know, man. You're at the wrong channel. I don't know how you don't know. But just the past few years, all this speculation and rumors that have been going around, even on my channel alone, I've only been around since May. But like all the videos that I've made on this new leaked rumored new Batman game, and my inspiration, Slickmoff, who I was watching back in 6th grade. I'm in 11th grade now. I'm a junior. I'm 17 years old. But I was watching Slickmoff back when I was 11. Salvage Slickmoff and Jake when he started coming around. Irogen, about this new Damian Wayne Batman game, about this leaked Suicide Squad game, about the Superman game. That's how I got introduced to Slickmoff, the Superman game. And it's just, I want to talk about, this is why people don't like Gotham Knights. It's because they're not transparent, and high hopes, low expectations. As much as, you know, you can say how, well, first of all, I wasn't around while all these original leaks were going around. But even if I was, as much as you can say high hopes, low expectations, you can't always follow that rule. When you just start talking about leaks after leaks after leaks and speculation, I mean, you're only human. You're going to eventually start believing these things, especially when they've been quiet for years. And that's the fault here. And don't blame Slickmoff at all. Slickmoff is not at fault for spreading information about the Damian Wayne game. He was just reporting on things, man. He was just doing his job as a YouTube, creator. And it was, I don't want to, play the blame game, point fingers at anyone, but I will say that I wish that WB Games Montreal was more transparent with us, because when the Damian Wayne Batman game was leaked, they didn't really comment on it, and we all knew it. We all knew about it. We're all, certain that it was going to be developed, and a lot of people in the community, specifically because obviously people that only really knew about it were niche Batman fans that watched, Slickmoff, and that were on the Reddit leaks and listening to all the game journalists reporting on it. All the niche Arkham fans were upset because Bruce obviously wasn't the main protagonist. So when WB Games Montreal saw that, they got cold feet, and if you don't know, they canceled it 3 days before it was supposed to be revealed at the Video Game Awards 2016. The Damian Wayne Batman game was supposed to be revealed, but they canceled it, and they canceled the Suicide Squad game. That's just because the game was trash, and they canceled the Superman game as well. And the thing is, WB Games Montreal wasn't transparent, and the problem is, they knew that we knew, and the Damian Wayne game was in development. That's just a fact at this point. We've all seen the concept art at this point. Back when the Slickmoff said he claimed that he saw concept art and no one believed him. Turns out that concept art was actually true, and we just saw it a year ago when it was officially leaked for all of us to see, which is just insane to me. And yes, I do just realize I used an oxymoron. I said officially leaked, but whatever. You guys know what I mean. The thing is, though, they knew that we knew. They knew we were expecting a Batman game, and they fed into it. This is where their marketing starts to fall apart. They just, first of all, they just didn't reveal their game. They didn't reveal the Damon and Batman game. If they just revealed it, then it would have gotten over with. If they revealed it, it wouldn't have been canceled. It would have gone all in. And if they just revealed it, I guarantee you that it actually would have been good. I don't think it would have been a bad game. It sounds like an amazing game. And especially going back on it now, people are complaining about how Gotham Knights looks like Fortnite. I mean, thinking about a mature, rated, dark, gritty Damon and Batman game would have been amazing. But they didn't stick with it. They got nervous, and they saw that small group of people criticizing it, and they just got self-conscious and they canceled it. That's their fault. They need to reveal games. They do this thing where they like to not reveal their game until 5 seconds before it's out, which is just, it's an old strategy. It's outdated because everything gets leaked nowadays, and then you get self-conscious about it. That's the flaw. Their second flaw was not confirming it. They didn't be transparent. After we knew the game was canceled, and after we knew they were working on a Bat Family game, what did they do? They still weren't transparent about it. They did absolutely nothing. And that, my friends, is where their true flaw resides. They repeated the same mistake. They just repeated their same mistake. They learned nothing from their mistake. And again, no insult to the marketing team, because I feel like they just started marketing this game recently, like really started marketing it. But when they really said nothing, the only things they said, I felt like they were just making one mistake after another. It was just a list of endless catastrophes, tornadoes, tsunamis, floods, car crashes that you just couldn't stop. I felt like I was watching a fish drown. Like, Jesus Christ, what were they thinking? When they started dropping those symbols and they did the hashtag capture the night, what were we supposed to think? And it was all that serious concept. It was like the serious symbol of like Ra's al Ghul, the League of Assassins, the Court of Owls. The devs were teasing us, posting Court of Owls things on Twitter. And I guess it all kind of makes sense now. I still don't quite frankly understand Capture the Night. I don't even understand what Step into the Night even means. I think it means maybe Batman's not. I think Step in the Night is more of a thing like, oh, maybe Batman's not dead. You're going to step into the mansion with the night. I'm kind of confused and need to clarify what that means. I think Capture the Night honestly kind of spoils the game. I don't think Batman's maybe all the way dead. I think maybe the Court of Owls captured him, but whatever. I don't even know if they know what they're doing with the story at some points. I think it's going to come out good, but what I mean is I think the game is good. I think they have a lot of ambition. I think it's going to be a good game, but I feel like I don't know if they even know what they're doing with the marketing campaign. They're just all over the place. They don't know how to present the game. They don't know what the game is. It's good, but I don't feel like they really understand it. And I know this comes from a place of ignorance. I'm just some 17-year-old kid in my room speaking into a microphone, giving my thoughts on the situation, but I don't feel like I'm alone when saying this. I feel like people agree. I mean, do you agree? Like or dislike? Leave a comment below telling me what you agree, what you disagree, and do you think I'm talking sense or am I just completely crazy? But part of me honestly feels like they didn't want to reveal the game because they wanted the hype. Don't blame Slickmoth or me because I wasn't around. I guess you can say I actually brought life back into the community. I don't think I actually did, but I've heard at least multiple people in my comment sections. I know I brought a little bit of life into the smaller sections. I'm definitely not big enough to do that, but Slickmoth definitely did. Origin definitely did to a point, and Salvage definitely did. They're the ones that kept the community alive. Without them, the community wouldn't exist. And I think WB Games Montreal knows that. I think they revealed the symbols, and I honestly don't know. Part of me wonders if they knew the game was not going to come out until 2021. But they did that anyways just so we wouldn't forget the game existed because, God, they took so long to reveal it, And I think part of the reason why they didn't reveal it is because they knew people would lose interest when Batman was supposedly dead in it. I don't know if he's actually dead or if they're just saying that for shock value. I don't know, but I think they wanted to wait on that for as long as possible. I think they were, dreading revealing it. I could be completely wrong, but hey, that's just a game. Okay, that's cringe. But anyways, if you've been watching this far in the video, by the way, please subscribe. Help me reach that subscriber goal of 2,000 subs. I am a small channel. It'd help me out. But anyways, I just feel like that's the case. I mean, tell me in the comments below if you agree. But they didn't reveal this game for the longest time. I feel like they misled us on purpose. They wanted to build the hype up for the game. They wanted to build that up because they knew what they were doing wasn't really going to live up to the hype. They knew they already waited long enough to reveal the game. They knew that they already waited too long. They knew that people's expectations were already way too up. So then they just let it ride. They're just like, okay, let's just keep going with this. Let's have everyone anticipating the reveal. Hopefully they'll give us a few extra, 1,000 views, and hopefully we'll get a little bit more publicity, and hopefully our game will get a little bit more attention. I feel like that's the case here. And it kind of sucks, because I do think it's going to be an amazing game. And in this video, I hope I achieved my purpose. I just wanted to bring to your attention that this game, just because it's not what you expected, doesn't mean it's going to be bad, and I'll leave it on that note. Just go in there with low expectations and hope for the best. Stay awesome, y'all. Subscribe and like, and peace.